in Foxborough. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Six yards left on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This is caught. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and... Oh, he fakes a spike.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
Now, what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Montgomery running right. Shifts past him at the 45.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about them.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs. And keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue.
So now the Bears down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Pats, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bears, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stats to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shop it. Can't trust him cause he know me. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't falling figures, just know me. Quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
This crowd was on him pretty good after he threw the pick 6 a moment ago, and I don't think they're going to be any kinder here as we move forward. We'll see what he can do. 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at his stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was intercepted on that last drive, the third one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He has had all sorts of troubles here in this first half. 4 interceptions already. Goodness. He'll try and shake it off as they begin with the 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive
reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
That interception on the last drive, his 5th of the game. Thought that might be his last throw of the game, but alas, it is not. He's back out there. 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon. Good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A.J. Green, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rolling to his right.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears are able to at least get 1 score back.
everyone felt like this game was over. But to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. To be honest, kind of surprised he's still out there. Yet another interception thrown on that last drive. They just continue to pile up and pile up. See if he can get something going in a positive direction here. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. The Chicago offense set to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.